Okay, today's show is about being a boss. Part of being a boss is opening your mind and hopefully your heart. Our next guest is a boss when it comes to kindness. He's a motivational speaker, TV host, best-selling author, and he's traveled, get this is so cool, he's traveled to every continent on the globe. I know. And now you guys can catch him on the inspirational series, The Kindness Diaries. Take a peek.
Where are you headed?
I'm driving from Alaska to Argentina.
Why?
What should I expect from the road?
The semi-trucks, they kick up a lot of snow.
I rely entirely on the kindness of strangers. I have no food, no gas, no place to stay, nothing.
Really? You want some money?
I can't accept money. I want to show the world that people are kind.
A little fuel to get you along the way.
2 sleeping bags.
Let's go inside.
Okay,
Cup of coffee, something to eat?
Yes.
Do you know any kind people in this village?
I love he asked the dog. Please welcome, I'm Double O, he's Double L, Leon Logothetis. I was just telling him privately that I love that he asked the dog, because I think animals are quite often kinder than people, and that once people put animals into their lives, they become a bit kinder. Wow, congratulations on living the life I daydream about all day long.
Well, being kind is such a beautiful thing.
But being kind and getting from one place, I mean, why don't you explain the journey? But you literally get from one place to another based on human kindness.
So basically, I drove a 50-year-old VW Beetle from Alaska with no heating in the middle of winter to Argentina.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yes, craziness.
What as a child made you this way? No, seriously, we're celebrating female bosses on the magazine, but people don't realize the name of our magazine is Every Day, and they think every day like, oh, ho hum, here's what you need to cook through or get through today. The reason I wrote the magazine as 2 separate words, Every Day, was to, if you read the fine print, it says, take a bite out of life. Live an adventure every day. And my mom encouraged us to talk to strangers. And sometimes just for fun, we'd go right instead of left on the way home. I do mean with all sincerity, were you like this as a child? Were you naturally curious? Did you have parents that said you could talk to strangers?
Do you know, really what inspired me as a kid, I was bullied really badly.
Oh.
Yeah, and I felt very alone. And I kind of felt very disconnected. And I was working as a broker in London, and again felt alone. And I saw this movie, The Motorcycle Diaries, which is
Great. Absolutely fabulous movie.
which is about a guy traveling around South America relying on kindness. And in that moment, I realized that there was another way to live. I didn't have to sit behind that desk. I could go out and connect with people. I could go out and be inspired by people. So I quit my job.
I think that's a good thing. Listen, I'm sure we all need financial advisors and bankers, and you're lovely people and very dedicated in your own ways, and I'm sure many of you give back. But I think if you make money the goal of your life, for me, it doesn't make any sense. And for you, clearly it didn't, especially someone who was searching for a human connection because of being bullied. Yeah. I mean, do you feel that your life, let me just ask it plainly, is worth more than any amount of money you could have made as a financial advisor?
100%.
Human kindness is the only priceless thing.
It is, true wealth is in our hearts.
Absolutely.
Not in our wallets.
True wealth has nothing to do with your bank account, right?
Absolutely.
So, what is the ripple effect for you? How has this come back to you with the book and the series? How is it rippling? Everything pays forward. Everything in the universe, I believe, is connected. You're a ripple. So what are some of the waves that are happening?
So as a kid, I would say I was saved by a teacher that made me feel like I mattered by being kind. And I promised myself that I would go out into the world and do what she did for me for others. And I get messages all the time, emails, Facebook messages, tweets, Instagram messages, saying that your show changed my life. And what a beautiful thing to be able to like know that because of something that you did,
A simple act of kindness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Someone else wakes up feeling better about themselves. I mean, that's beautiful.
What's her name?
Mrs. Mann.
Hi, Mrs. Mann. Hi. Is there anything on your bucket list? Because I can't imagine anything being more rewarding than what you already have. But is there a place you haven't been or a delicious flavor of ice cream you daydream about? Like, when your life is so rich in so many ways, what do you daydream about? Really?
The truth?
Yeah.
A wife.
Oh. I'm crying. He wants a partner in crime. Write to us here at the show. Double R. Gonna be matchmaker for double L. So now, The Kindness Diaries, the current season, it's streaming on Netflix, right? We can watch it anytime we want. And all become a little kinder to each other, perhaps. Anybody interested in the audience? Big hug. I can't say goodbye to a TV. Isn't he beautiful? Oh, let me show the book again. Go be kind. Literally. This is on sale now, and you can watch his show streaming on Netflix. You're amazing. You're the boss of it. Grab a snack. Come right back. I'll meet you in the kitchen right after this.